CCS is a set of tools that supports the building industry through all the phases of the construction project, from the client brief phase to the building's operational use. In this video, we look closely at how CCS can create consistency in project material and documentation, i.e. correlation between the building model, building specifications, and bill of quantities, making it easier to get an overview of the extent of the construction project as seen from a tendering and implementation situation. It's easy to use CCS codes to manage your project and to create coherence. We can see how in this project undertaken by architect firm YULV. If we look at the model and look closely at what it contains, we find that the different objects are all coded. In this case, the CCS code used is the type ID and is called %AD501. It is a wall assembly of type 501. If we take a look at some of the other parts of the material in the building project, we will be able to see the relationship that CCS creates. Here is the building work specification document for the skeletal frame structure. By searching for the CCS code, we can quickly find where the inner wall type 1 has been described in the building element specification section, with the code clearly visible throughout. We're also able to see where the code has been used, for example, on the bill of quantities. And last but not least, we can see it on the drawing material. On our PDFs, we can zoom in and see where the code has been used to tag objects. We can now examine the method used here to put classification codes on the different parts of the material. The first thing we do is to launch CCS Navigate from ccsbips.dk. It's a tool used to find the correct CCS codes for the various building elements. We can browse to find the correct code or use the free text search function and be presented with a number of possibilities. Based on the definition of the classes, we can see that the functional systems are too broad for what we need. Under the Technical Systems table, we find a wall construction code called AD. This is the one that will be used. As we become used to the various building elements and the associated CCS codes, we have the need to create an overall view which we can always return to. In this case, we have chosen to make a simple building element journal using a spreadsheet which lists codes, specifications, contracts, associated measurement rules, and notes for the various building elements. Here we have created the building element in question, namely the inner walls of plasterboard of type 1. For the CCS code, we use a percentage sign to indicate that we are using a type ID. The code AD is then written in. We have found the code by using CCS Navigate, and we use the serial sequence number 501. From our building elements journal, it's easy to move the codes to the building model. If we take the code here, copy, and go to our model, we can go to the ground level plan and find one of the building's elements which we will code. In this case, the plaster walls of type 1. Here we are able to find our CCS type ID parameters and set the type ID in. Now we have the chance to extract our codes to our schedule and tag our drawings as shown before. As can be seen in this example, we can quickly add a code to the drawings which show that the actual wall has code %AD501 and the contractor or others who have a need to find out what the code refers to can quickly look it up in the building specifications or the bill of quantities and in this way create a much better overview of the project. All this is possible because we have structured our project and our project material using CCS codes. The use of unique CCS codes creates a structure and consistency throughout the project's material and documentation. Structured and unique material is easier for everyone to get acquainted with and be able to evaluate. It requires less work to apply the CCS codes than you think, and it creates an added level of quality assurance. See more on CCS tools and experience with START projects in our other videos on bips.dk.